That night, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I should have listened to my grandmother when she warned us never to go near the old shrine in the forest. She always said it was abandoned but not empty. She told us that things live in places where humans no longer go, and sometimes those things are waiting for foolish children to disturb them. We laughed at her. We thought it was just one of her endless stories to scare us from wandering too far. But now I know she was not lying. That night, my friends and I went anyway. We were 5 in total, 3 boys and 2 girls. I was the youngest, just 16. Ton was the leader, the oldest, always pretending to be fearless. Then there was Busy and Sword, the 2 girls, cousins who were always curious about forbidden things. And finally, my closest friend, Chike, who begged me not to back out so we wouldn't look weak. We left the village quietly, slipping out under the cover of darkness. Nobody saw us leave. The moon was only half full, hanging low, and the air felt heavier than usual. The path to the forest was rough, filled with dry leaves that crunched under our slippers. Each sound made me glance back. But we kept moving. The deeper we went into the forest, the quieter everything became. The usual hum of crickets and frogs stopped. The wind didn't even blow. It was as if the whole forest was holding its breath, waiting for something. Finally, we saw it, the shrine. It looked broken and forgotten, covered with vines, the roof half fallen in. The wooden door was cracked, and spiders had built thick webs around it. But the strange thing was, someone had swept the ground in front of it. No leaves, no dust. Just clean earth, like someone still cared for it. We froze. Busy whispered, "Why is it clean? Who is coming here?" Nobody answered. Even Ton hesitated. His voice trembled slightly when he finally said, "It's just wood and stone. Nothing more." He stepped forward and pushed the door. The rusty hinges groaned, the sound echoing into the forest like a cry. The smell hit us first, damp, rotten, like something had been locked inside for years. A smell that clung to your skin and made your stomach turn. Inside, the shrine was small and dark. Our phone torches cut through the gloom. The walls were covered in carvings. Not drawings of animals or people. No. These were strange symbols none of us had ever seen before, and to our shock, they glowed faintly, as if painted with fire. And then we noticed the floor. In the middle of the room, a square stone slab sat slightly open, like a trapdoor. My chest grew tight. Every part of me wanted to run. But my friends, curious and foolish, pulled it aside. The sound it made. I can still hear it now. A low grinding, like the earth itself was complaining. Beneath was a narrow staircase, leading down into darkness. We argued. Sword whispered, "Let's go back. This place is not good." But Ton laughed, though his voice shook. "What's the worst that can happen? It's just old stone." Chike nudged me. "If we run now, they'll never let us hear the end of it. Don't disgrace yourself." In the end, the fear of being called a coward kept me moving. One by one, we went down the stairs, our torches trembling in our hands. The air grew heavy, thick with dust and something else, something metallic, like old blood. The deeper we went, the more the walls closed in. Strange carvings ran along the sides, glowing brighter now. It felt like the walls were alive, breathing with us, watching us. At the bottom, we stepped into a wide chamber. The floor was smooth stone, and the walls were filled with rows of carvings, faces, thousands of faces, their eyes glowing faint blue. We stood frozen, staring. None of us spoke. Then, bang. The trapdoor above us slammed shut. The sound echoed through the chamber, final, like a coffin closing. We screamed. Our lights flickered. And then, the faces moved. Their eyes shifted. Their mouths twitched, like they wanted to speak. I heard it first. A whisper, soft and cold, brushing against my ear. Then more voices joined. Many voices, speaking in a language none of us knew. "Who are you?" That's what it sounded like. Ton trying to be brave, reached out and touched one of the glowing carvings. The moment his hand touched it, his body jerked. His hand sank into the wall like it was water. He screamed, pulling back, but when he did, his palm was black, burned, the skin cracked like coal. The chamber filled with whispers. Louder now. Angry. Hungry. We panicked. We ran up the stairs, banging at the trapdoor, crying, screaming. But it wouldn't open. No matter how hard we pushed, it stayed shut. Busy was crying so loudly her voice shook the whole chamber. Sod knelt on the ground, praying under her breath. My hands trembled so much I almost dropped my torch. Then the lights died. One by one, all our phones switched off, though the batteries had been full. We were left in darkness, except for the faint, eerie glow of the carvings. The faces turned toward us. Their glowing eyes fixed on our bodies. We huddled together, whispering, begging each other not to move. The whispers from the walls grew louder, overlapping, pressing into our skulls. I felt something touch my shoulder, cold, but not solid. Like smoke with weight. I don't know how long we stayed there, trapped. It felt like hours. Maybe longer. And then, suddenly, the trapdoor above us opened. Just like that. No sound, no reason. We didn't wait. We rushed out, shoving each other, stumbling up the stairs, falling, clawing at each other just to reach the surface. When we finally burst out into the night, we didn't look back. We ran through the forest until our lungs burned and our legs almost gave way. But when we finally stopped and looked back, the shrine was gone. Just trees and shadows. The next morning, we returned with the elders. They listened carefully, their faces hard. We led them to the spot, swearing on our lives. But they found nothing. No shrine, no carvings, no underground passage. Just empty forest. They told us to stop lying. They said fear had played tricks on us. But here's the truth. We all still bear the marks. Ton's burned hand never healed right. Sod still wakes up screaming at night. And sometimes, Busy swears she sees faces watching her from the trees. As for me, at night, when I am alone, I still hear the whispers. The same ones from the underground chamber. They call my name. They call me back. And deep down, I know one day, I will answer.